Assalamualaikum everyone. Today I'm here at Alta Nissan for the review of the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder. A lot of people are gonna say, you did the Pathfinder before, why are you doing it again? Yes, I did it before, and that was in America, and that was in my Bangla language, and that was the Platinum Edition, the top of the line. But I'm doing it again for the English viewers this time, and this is not the Platinum. This is the off-road version of the Pathfinder, the Rock Creek Edition that I'm doing in Canada. Thanks to Alta Nissan for providing this car to me for me to do an in-depth review of this car for them and myself. So let's start the full in-depth review by telling you guys the full SUV line of the Nissan Pathfinder. So it starts with the smallest SUV, that is the Nissan Kicks. Then it's the second smallest SUV, the Nissan Cash Cow. And then on the third, we have our most iconic Nissan SUV in our country, the Robe, or that's been known more as the Nissan X-Trail. Then it's the Nissan Murano, and then there's the Nissan Pathfinder that is here, and then it's the biggest SUV there is, that is the Nissan Armada, or known as Petrol in other countries. So that's going to be it for the SUVs. I'm going to tell you guys the sedan in another video. Now I'm going to get inside the car and turn on these lights, but before that, the width of this car is 77.9 inches, so it is a very wide car. Now let's get inside, turn on these headlights. So the Pathfinder gets LED headlights from the bottom to the top. So this is your daytime running lights. Then it comes up here, you have your main headlights. Then you have your high beam down here with your hazard here. Headlight design, not bad. If you come here, you have this big grille that are very venti on the top, but these are actually closed. But you have this black treatment with a new Nissan logo. You have the front camera for the 360-degree system. And this part is actually open for feeding air inside. Number plate slot here, open here as well. You have parking sensors at the front, and this is whole plastic. You know why? Because if it was painted like the Platinum or the SL or the SV edition, it would have been scratched by off-roading. So that's why they kept it plastic, because this is the off-road edition. So if it even gets scratched up, it's just plastic. And then you have LED fog lamps too, because when you're off-roading at night, you need a lot of light power. Getting up from that, the hood is very simple. You have two straight lines, rain sensing wipers, and your camera on the windshield. Now I'm going to show you what is powering the Nissan Pathfinder. So now I'm going to open the hood of the car from the driver's side. There we go. So the Nissan Pathfinder Rock Creek Edition gets the same engine as normal Pathfinders. So if I just open the hood and get the strut up from here, put that strut on its place, and there it stands up. So this car gets a 3.5 liter V6 engine, and as it's from Nissan, it should be very reliable. And it has a 9-speed automatic transmission that is connected with that engine, and it is 4-wheel drive. And the 4-wheel drive makes it more better off-roading, and it makes it more faster, to make that sure. If you guys come a little closer, you can see the V6 engines here. It's very low and behind for the weight distribution to be perfect. And yeah, this is your engine, radiator fluid. This is your intake to take all that air from the radiator, feed it to the engine. You have an air box here that goes behind the engine. You have the battery at the front of the car because there's too much amount of space. And you can put your radiator fluid from here. Insulation at the top. And yeah, it's not the prettiest thing I have ever seen, but not the bad too. Now let's close the hood. So just come up here, get this out, put this back, get it to a safer distance, drop it. That's going to be it for the full front fascia. Now I'm going to show you the car's side. So the length of this car is 198.8 inches. That is actually really long. So it's more longer than the Armada as well. So as this is not the Platinum Edition, they literally took the baseline of the car, they slammed it with some off-road features, slammed it with some premium bits, like a little bit, and then gave it the Rock Creek Edition, the off-road edition. So don't expect for like panoramic roof, chrome trimmings and stuff. That is for the luxury variant. This is the off-road variant, so we're gonna focus on that. Let's come to the front wheels first. You get off-roady muddy tires and you have smaller rims that are more stronger, so it doesn't break that easily. And these are 265 60R18s, 4-piston brakes at the front that have enough power to stop the car. And the thickness of the front discs are 13.3 inches, and when it comes to off-road cars, you're gonna be like, it has suspension that are more tuned, but this actually has Strut suspension with coil springs. If we get up from here, these parts are plastic because if it was painted, it would have been scratched if you're off-roading, so they kept it plastic to give it that rugged look. You have your hazards light here with the blind spot monitoring. You have the Rock Creek branding right here with written, and then you have something in orange. I cannot identify that. On the side skirts, you have the side off-road chin as well for the side profile, so if you hit anything, it doesn't damage anything that's expensive. But you have Pathfinder branding here too. Keyless entry on the front doors and on the rear doors, so you can unlock and lock the door from 4 of the doors. And then the rear window is privacy glass. You have black treatments all around, and then if you go on top, you have this big metal roof rail that can carry a lot of things on the roof. Like if you're going camping, you can put up your tent, bicycles and everything on top. And the wheelbase of this car is 114.2 inches and the ground clearance is 7.7 inch, so it has a decent amount of ground clearance. Let's come to the rear wheels. The rear wheels are same as the front, but the rear you have single piston brake, and the rear thickness of the caliper disc are 13 inches with multi-link suspension with coil springs. If the car is unlocked, just tap here, it opens, and then you have a capless fuel tank, so you can just put it inside there, and then that's going to flip up, no caps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But they forgot to remove this from the last generation, so you don't have to put anything there. And that's going to be it for the side. But you have this big window, so you can get more visibility at the inside and wrap around tail lights at the back too. Now I'm going to show you the car's rear. So I just need to move the car because the sunlight's there, so I'm gonna do that. So the height of this car is 70.9 inches. I'm going to get inside, turn on the rear lights, but before that I have to show you the key. So the key is very simple as the baseline. You have the Nissan logo, remote start, lock, unlock, boot opening and panic button, and nothing at the back without our emergency key. That's right here. Now I'm going to get inside and turn on the rear lights. So the rear lights start from here, then you have the hazards here, you have the upper brake light here with the reverse, then all the way extend until here with the Nissan logo, Pathfinder right there, Rock Creek with the mountain, you have 4-wheel drive, and then the tail light on this side. If you guys come back, you have the rear windshield wiper, upper stop brake light, and then you can see shark fin antenna with your big ass roof rail that you can carry some more stuff. If you look under, full plastic. So if it even breaks, you don't have to pay that much to fix it, but you have reflectors, parking sensors, and number plate slot for the reversing camera, and you have a towing hook so you can tow heavy things. And if you're towing another car that has tail lights, where are you going to get electricity? You can just get this up and plug the electricity line here, so it's going to come from the car's battery. And it has a functional exhaust, as you can see with the smoke that's coming because it's really cold today. And yeah, that's it. Now let's see if this car is practical like its competitors, I guess. So for opening the boot, if you just come behind the car and kick it like that, tailgate is going to open by giving you the sound that move its opening. So you have decent amount of room here because it's a 7-seater, and because this is the Rock Creek edition, you have the branding right here with these carpet so the inside ones don't get dirty. If you want to look at the underfloor storage, you have a lot of storage here. And if you want more storage, you can actually fold down the third row by these buttons. So if you get that up and just pull this, this is the 40. And then if you do the same on either side and get this up, this is the 60. Folded and more storage. If you want more than more storage, you can fold down the second row as well. So for that, there's two buttons on either side. So this is the 40. I forgot the doors are very lightweight. And then this is the 60. Maximum room you can get on the Nissan Pathfinder. Now I'm going to get inside the car, so let's close the boot. It's going to do that by itself. And now let's see if you can sit on the third row and the second row. So now let's get inside the third row. So for getting inside, very easy. There's a button here. It's going to give you enough room to get inside, at least for a kid. So here we get inside. I'm going to close the door real quick. And you have to pull this and make sure you don't hit your leg. So the seat is reclined for the front, and I still have a little amount of leg room, but it's not bad. I could actually fold down my seats a little more. Yeah, a little more comfortable. Third rows on SUVs are really bad, I do agree. But on the Pathfinder, it's not that bad. But the under thigh support is really poor. But it is visible, at least I can breathe in here. Let's fold down this one too. And yeah, it's comfortable. You have ISOFIX anchor points at the back as well. Leather in the middle and fabric on the sides, as you can see here. Then you have two cup holders on this place, and that's it. I'm just gonna do it like my style. Just get on top of the seat and jump out. And then get this up. And then I'm gonna go from the other side. Second row, much comfortable. You can recline the second rows as well from the buttons right here. So yeah, just pull this and then you can recline it. Center row is much more comfortable. You have leather and fabric seats, but the stitchings are orange for matching the Rock Creek edition. And yeah, it's pretty comfortable. But no panoramic sunroof. You have lights on either side and AC vents on top. Cup holders on doors, USB and USB-C type. And you have a one-zone climate control for the back that you control from here. But it's actually off now because the car is not in ignition. Now I'm going to come on this row, and you can actually get the seat front and back from here and recline it and get it up from here as well. Now the doors, very simple. Door handle made out of plastic. Grab handle, plastic. Window opener, plastic. Bottle holders here. More bottle holders there, and a big speaker here. And the door actually covers the whole thing without this portion, so your trouser will get dirty. Now let's get inside the front. Let's start from the dash. Metallic treatment here, AC vent with closer and opener. You have the dash with full leather with orange stitching. You have some storage here with Pathfinder branding. You have a glove box that is lockable, and if you open it, you have the enough storage there. Closing this. Come to the seat. Seats are half leather, half fabric, and for the Rock Creek edition, it is branding here with stitchings that are orange. Now let's come to the center place. You have Rock Creek written here as well, and Pathfinder written here as well. Open this, you have decent amount of room under there. Two cup holders, a key holder, a wireless charger with one USB, one USB-C type, and a 12-volt socket there. This is for the drive mode selector, auto start stop, parking brake and brake hold, and the gear knob. Now let me show you the upper portion. Vanity mirrors on either side with a light, sunglass holder here with the lights here, and this is your rear view mirror, and this is your warning section. Now I'm going to show you the car's infotainment system. Foot on the brake, pressing the start button, there it turns on. So on the Rock Creek edition, the screen is a little smaller, but you have your volume button here and your scrolling button here, and it is actually touch, so you can connect your phone from this. Then you can listen to AM, FM, tune mix, Bluetooth or USBs, or if you go to main menu, you can go to different things, but navigation is not free on this car. You have to pay for it. That's why there's no navigation here. And if you want to see the cameras, this is the front with the adaptive guidelines and the 360. Press it again. This is the side, so you can see the wheel and not curve it. This is for the front again, and that's it. And for the reverse, put on reverse, there you can see 360 with the reversing camera. Put on drive, park, then it comes back. 2 AC vents here, hazard light and start button. This is for your climate control area, so you can just turn that on by this. This is for my side, so it total has a 3-zone climate control. And heated seats. This is for an outsider coming inside. This is for the wind speed, where you want the air, front and rear windshield heater. This is for the passenger, but I'm going to sync it. And heated seat for this side. Simple, right? Now let's come to the steering. Steering is fully leather with orange stitching, and you have buttons here for the safety systems, button here for audio, and these are for the screen. Now let me show you the car's instrument cluster. Brake, pressing the start button, and then it's going to turn on with a full swipe with the system check in the center. So this is the RPM at red lines in 6,500. This is the engine temperature. This is the speed. Top speed is 240 kilometers or 140 miles. This is the fuel gauge. These are your warning gauge. You have the kilometer that the car has, which gear you're in, and how much kilometer the car go with the fuel. But now it's too low, so it's not going to show how much it can go. And then for the center dial, you can use it from this button. So kilometer in digital or blank. Then you have all your different stuff, like your manual reset for speed, your manual reset for drive computer, your fuel economy gauge, and back to the kilometer. And these are your vehicle settings: the tire pressure monitor and PSI, start stop for total fuel saved, 4x4 information for the 4-wheel drive system, and yeah, that's it. This for audio. This is for the safety systems of the car, and this is for settings. Very simple. But when you change the driving modes, it comes here. So you have mud ruts. First of all, let's go all the way down. You have tow, sport, eco, auto, snow, mud ruts, sand, and that's it. I'm just gonna keep it on auto for now. And if you turn it off, it just goes there, and then you have your fuel economy that you have reached. But it doesn't get a heads-up display like the Platinum. But I forgot to show you one more thing, so I'm gonna turn that on. You have paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, and this is for your headlights and high beams, and this is for your windshield wiper control. And if I check out the blast, then how much it can give, and then if you actually see the blast, it is not bad. Now I'm going to show you the car's door. You have a vent here for defogging the windows, and you have the AC vent here with closer and opener, brightness for the instrument cluster, driving assist, and this is for opening the boot. You have the boot hood opener, dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal, and then you have the seat controls here that you can see. It's fully powered adjustable, and it's not bad. It's actually really helpful. Only the driver's side is. Then you have your door handle here with the stitching in the black leather with soft touch material here with the grab handle, window lockers, window openers, exterior mirror controls, lock and unlock. And then you have this treatment here for this variant, a bottle opener, these bottle holders there, and speakers here. Now I'm going to come outside, so the car is off, and this is it. So if you like this review, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow my socials that I'm going to put in the description. And if you need this Nissan Pathfinder, or any Nissan cars, you can talk to Ulta Nissan. I'm going to link their address and phone number at the description box. And you can talk to Ahad. I'm going to link his phone number too. Until then, see you at the next review. Peace.